No portion of Soup for the Soul may be used without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. Hello, you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am. And you guys, I'm not going to say you guys too many times. You know, that takes up a lot of seconds if you're saying it throughout the Soup for the Soul. But I will say this, I am compassionate about anything that I do, and I don't do anything that I don't want to do. In other words, you have people that dibble and dabble into different things, but they're really not compassionate about it. I have to admit that some things I'm more compassionate about, but I usually am not the type of person to just start, talking, or just doing something just to be doing it. That's a busybody, another form of a busybody anyway. And so this Soup for the Soul is called The Racial Divide. If you don't want to hear it, don't listen. So what this really means, and this is one of the things that I will be more and more compassionate about. I've always been compassionate about this, but I've never displayed it to the degree that I already know that I'm going to be displaying it in the future. My race, I'm Blafrican, which is what I call black people. Blafrican. We don't need the name American on our name because we're out of Africa. And so finding that we were really from different places other than Africa, but for the name's sake, we're out of Africa and we're black and we're in America. So Blackfricans, we don't need Black Americans, and things like that on our names. On our name. So, and I've been asked that question, what does that mean? And it's a little bit more detailed than what I can tell you here, but you get the gist of it. Getting with the topic. Because I am Blafrican, I see things, and because I'm verbal, I talk about them. And what I'm saying is I see things wrong with our race. It's amazing how, and I have a quote, and I won't say the quote here because I actually just came up with the quote, but it basically speaks on how the same people or wanting to put a Band-Aid on things that we do or don't do in our race are the same people or the same reasons why we act the way we act. And same reasons we are who we are and how we are. Okay. Whether you want to face reality or not, our race has issues. Okay. On the totem pole of prosperity, just in America alone, we're on the bottom. We're on the bottom. And yes, there are those of us as a whole who have accomplished many things. I can name many, many, many people who are comfortable in their lives right now. They are successful and in their own right, whatever they're doing, and they have the house, the car, the whatever, the cars, whatever they want. And that is the American dream. Whether it is your dream or not, that is the American dream, is to be prosperous. To have the white picket fence, and that's my American dream. I am not going to settle, and if I settle, trust me, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to settle. If I'm somewhere in my life right now, just such as where I am right now, trust me, it's just a pit stop. It is not where I plan to be any time in the near future, and it's called a pit stop for me. Okay. Or a piss stop. I'm pissing right now, so excuse my language, but it is what it is. And I got off of the train, of the locomotive, just to go use the restroom. I'm getting back on the locomotive. And it kills me because some of our Blafrican people are so settled into drugs, settled into smoking cigarettes every day, weed or whatever, settled into drinking every day, settled into having sex with just about anyone they can have sex with, or any combination thereof. And so these are the people in most cases who want to harp on you or get on you or not face the reality that our race has issues. And for the white people listening to this, I did a show before, a podcast or something, and I think this was kind of somewhat the topic. And I have to say this, for the white people, Caucasian, that are listening to this, I'm not on your side. I'm not saying this because I'm dissing my race. I'm saying this because it is the freaking truth. Because, you know, sometimes white people, Caucasian, if they find a Black African person who harps on Black African people, they want to be on their side. Like, okay, oh, wow, she doesn't like her race. Oh, no. I don't want you guys to get it twisted. I am so in love with my race, which is the reason why I harp on my race. You know, the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Well, spare the race, and the race gets worse. We don't get it. So I had to say that. Love white people, love Black African people, love all kinds of people. But don't think that because I harp on Black African people that I'm on your side, meaning she's coming to our side, or better yet, she's down with us. I'm down with everyone. I am down with everyone, no particular race. But because I am Black African, I see things that you see. Put it that way. Let me keep it real. I see the things that you see. I understand. I see that you're wondering, what is wrong with Black people? Why do you calling us black people, hopefully, why do they do or don't do this, and why do they act the way that they act? But let's keep it real. The harsh reality is that some of you loathe in the fact that Black African people act the way that they act because it gives you a bigger piece of the pie. Just keeping it real. And right now, I'm going to make some sounds. I'm going to be moving around right quick, so I have to excuse the noise. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I just keep it real. Black, white, Chinese, Spanish, Haitian, it doesn't matter. I just keep it real at all costs. And I see things that other people see. I don't sugarcoat things that are going on with our race. It is what it is. And if you don't like it, then maybe you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. And all of that stage play thing that people say, play yourself in the stage play of life, that comes from me. I said all that stuff on Facebook when I was on Facebook. All kinds of quotes about play yourself in the stage play of life, and about not letting someone else play you. And yeah, don't let anyone else play you in the stage play of life. That came from me. But I hear a lot of people saying it. And I mean it. Don't let people play you in in the stage play of your life, because people will play your part and they have absolutely no clue, which goes with me saying, tell your own story. I see so many people now telling their own story. You know, show your kids, famous people who never showed their kids. I'm not going to show my kids. For what? Someone's going to see them. Somebody's going to see them. And I even went even further and said, to me, it seems like when you don't want to show people your kids, that you have something to hide. Now, that is a little bit off the topic, but the fact still remains that we have issues in our race, where we are more consumed with drugs, alcohol, sex, with people, anyone, and these are mostly the men, anyone that we can have sex with, and I'm saying we as a whole, I'm not a man, but anyone that we can get in the bed, get in the sheets with, that's the thing. Please, people, wake the hell up. Excuse my language, but like I said, I'm compassionate about this. If you're going to be about it, be about it. But if you're going to sit back and be a looker, then be quiet. Don't voice your opinion because you are part of the problem. This is KimMeWyatt. There will not be a part 2, although I started to do one. I will be doing a podcast on this topic, by the way. You guys, this is something I'm really compassionate about, and so it is what it is. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you. Bye. Oh, Chabela, smooches.